Hi, Professor Johnston. This is Elizabeth Yoke with Cengage Learning. It was a pleasure meeting you on Monday, and I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with Ellen and me. I've gone ahead and added a demo MindTap course to your account for you to explore when you have the time. So you're going to access that through your Cengage Learning account, which you can access at login.cengage.com. Once you sign in, you'll be taken to your Instructor Resource Center. You'll notice that you have a link here for the MindTap demo course. That's what you'll click to open up the demo course. You also have access to our test generator software as well as our instructor companion site, where you'll find all of our instructor materials like the printed test bank, the PowerPoints, flashcards, and any of those types of resources. So we'll go ahead and open up the MindTap content. I'm showing you this demo course within your account, but keep in mind that MindTap does completely integrate with Blackboard. So that would include what we call single sign-on, which just means that you and your students would sign into Blackboard and would be able to access MindTap without needing to create a separate username or password to access your MindTap content. Also, for any items that you may choose to be graded, those scores will flow automatically into the Blackboard Grade Center without you having to do any sort of manual syncing on your end. So what we're looking at right now within MindTap is what we call the learning path. The learning path is highly customizable. This means that you can rename, reorder, add to, or remove any of the items that you see here on the page. So for instance, if there's chapters that you don't cover, you can simply hide those chapters, make it visible. You can also rearrange the order if you happen to cover the chapters in an order that's different from the table of contents. I'm going to go ahead and just jump into a chapter. So once you're within the chapter, you'll see a listing of the MindTap activities that have been included. You'll see a listing of all of the MindTap activities that have been included. So each chapter will follow a very similar structure, but as I said, just keep in mind that this is all customizable. So if there's any of these activities that you do not want to include, you can simply remove them from the path. And you can also add in your own activities by clicking the plus icon here, hitting Add Activity, and that allows you to create some of your own kind of quiz or homework assignment activities. You can add in your own multimedia content like a YouTube video, any of your own videos, audio files, lecture capture. So you really have a lot of flexibility here in terms of how you want to use our content and include your content alongside. So each chapter is going to start with the Zoom activity. These Zoom activities follow along with the Zoom feature that's included within the Cassiopo text. And these were developed by Cassiopo himself. And so these ask the students to kind of test their preconceived notions on a certain topic, and then they're given the answers by watching an interactive video. All of our videos are closed captioned, as you can see here, and do include downloadable transcripts should any student need that. Next, you'll have the ebook. You'll notice that for the chapter, the ebook is organized by sections. This is to give you increased customization capabilities should there be any sections of the chapter that you do not want to include. So again, you can just place your mouse over top, hit the hide icon, and that allows you to hide the ebook. I'm going to quickly just take you into a chapter so that you can see the ebook environment. The ebook does follow along with the print version of the text, but it has been optimized by section so that students will read all of the content for a particular topic before moving on to the next page. The e-reader is also mobile device compatible, so students can certainly access this in a responsive format on their smartphones or their tablets. You'll notice that all of the key terms are called out, so if a student clicks on the key term, it gives the glossary definition. Students can also highlight, they can take notes within the ebook simply by clicking and dragging over the relevant text. So you'll notice I have the option to highlight or add a note. Some other tools that students have here is a dictionary, so they could highlight a particular word and the dictionary definition will appear on the side. So we'll go ahead and just do contributions. We'll hit dictionary. And you can see the dictionary definition pulls up on the side here. There's also a tool that we call Read Speaker. This allows for the text of the page to be read aloud, so students can click the speaker in the top left-hand corner. or they can select specific text on the page and select Read Text from their menu. Other options that students have within this contextual menu include creating a flashcard based off of what the students have highlighted within the text, as well as searching our Questia research database for scholarly journal articles, books, and relevant sources that are related to the topics the student had highlighted on the page. This ebook is printable should students want to print, and we can also make the font size larger on the screen. As an instructor, similar to what you can do in the learning path, you can also add in your own content at point of reference within the ebook. This is a simple process and can certainly be done on the fly. It's done by clicking the pencil icon in the top left-hand corner. You'll notice now I have these plus icons. When I click, I can add an activity at that spot in the book. And this would include things like a YouTube video, any of your own videos, a link out to an external website, an article from Questia. So if you have a scholarly journal article that you want to bring in, you can do that here, as well as adding in your own content. So anything that could be added to a Google Drive, such as PowerPoints, a PDF, or Word document, as well as any of your own multimedia content, such as audio files, images, videos, or video capture. So we'll go ahead and exit the ebook. And a few examples of some other types of activities that you'll find is first the quiz before class. This is a comprehensive quiz for the chapter that will test the student on the major learning objectives from the chapter. This is designed to be given to the student right after they read through the chapter and before they come to lecture on that topic or before they get into the activities. This is designed to help the students make sure that they do have a mastery of the concepts before moving on. Next, students have what we call a mastery training. The mastery training modules are adaptive, so they adapt to the student's work throughout the system, and it's designed for the student to interact with the mastery training module for a small amount of time each day as they're working through the chapter. This is ensuring that the student is getting that distributive practice, working through the content each day so that they can really demonstrate a mastery of the concepts. So when the student begins, they'll start by indicating how many items they want to work through at that time. And this allows the student to really kind of tailor the session to the time that they have available. After the student selects the amount of time that they want to use, or the amount of topics that they'd like to work through, then they're given information. So here it's giving me some information on key terms, and the student's going to hit Got It when they feel that they have an understanding of the term being presented. Then after the student runs through the review of the topics, the student's going to run through and answer questions. So here I can see that I'm being asked to identify an allele. I can say if I don't know it, and I'll be taken to additional information to help me learn that topic, or I can hit Know It, and I'm going to be asked to answer the question. Again, the design behind this is for the student to work through it for a few minutes each day to make sure that they are mastering the topics. Next, students will have what's called a Research in Action video quiz. This activity includes a video that presents research that's relevant to the topics being described in the chapter. As the student is working through the video, they're stopped at various points and asked questions to help them think critically about what's being presented within that video. We'll go into another chapter to show you some other examples of activities that are available. One includes a Write Experience assignment. These are writing assignments that are graded by artificial intelligence software. The prompts have actually been trained extensively by real instructors and students to train the software to grade appropriately. When the student submits the writing, he or she is given instant feedback, and that's going to include revision goals and information, and you can allow the student to resubmit. Other activity types include the Apply Psychology activities. In these activities, the students are asked to think critically about the topics being presented in the chapter. So here's an activity on researching the brain. Each student will have a slightly different version of the activity, and the actual question format will be different from chapter to chapter. In this particular activity, again, we're focused on researching the brain. The student is going to watch a video, and after they watch the video, they're asked questions to recall what's happening in the video, and then they're prompted to kind of think more critically and apply what they've learned from the video. So we'll go through and answer a few questions. We'll hit Grade It Now, and the student is given instant feedback, so I can see exactly how I scored. And then I can open up these explanation boxes to see very detailed feedback about why my answer is correct, or letting me know why my answer is incorrect. So this is just a quick walkthrough of some of the assets that you'll find within MindTap. When you have time, we'd love to sit down with you and kind of walk through it with you in more detail and learn more about the types of resources that you're interested in including in your course. But if you have any questions as you're looking through, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Ellen. Thanks so much.